Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a super simple and super easy marigold, or what's also known as a Cempasúchil. And this is so beginner friendly and it's so easy. It's going to be a short tutorial. You're going to see. So I'm using my Daniel Smith watercolor paints because I love them. And I'm using lemon yellow, new gamboge, and Aussie red gold. So I'm using like a real yellow and then kind of an orangey yellow and then kind of more of a orangey rusty color. And if you do not have these specific colors and you have some other palette, use what you have. It's going to be fine. You don't have to have the exact same thing that I have. You just don't need that. You're supposed to be having fun with this anyway. So I am mixing it up, and I do have an adorable palette that my sweet friend Brenda gave me. She gave me 3 of them actually. And so I love using these to mix up my paints ahead of time and kind of prep. Then I'm grabbing some circles because I'm trying to decide which circle I think looks best on this page. I'm using my Semel Arts sketchbook that I've been using throughout this whole series. I pinned it down so it wouldn't keep flapping up, and then I just chose that circle and then I traced it. And then I'm taking my kneaded eraser and I'm rubbing it, and then I'm going to also lightly erase. I want to be able to faintly see the line, but it not be so like there that when I paint on it, if I accidentally paint over it, it stays, because once you paint on it, it's there. I'm using a Filbert size 8 round brush. This is from the Velvet Touch series from Princeton, and that stroke right there and that one, that's basically the whole tutorial. I mean, you just need to swipe your paintbrush, swipe. I mean, it can't get any easier than this. And I basically go around the whole circle swiping. And I wanted to tell y'all, when I was looking up like what these look like, just to kind of have a better idea, I found out that there's some discussion because people use the name Cempasúchil for several different types of marigolds, but in Mexico, the true Cempasúchil traditionally refers to the Tagatus erecta. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, so forgive me if I'm not. But then it's also called the Mexican marigold or Aztec marigold. But another common variety, often called Cempasúchil chino or like Chinese marigold, is Tagatus patula, which has smaller flowers and a different growth habit. Both are marigolds in the same genus, but they're different species. Oh, we're using a size 6 filbert brush now to get the smaller petals in the middle. Anyway, they're different species, and sometimes people they have a little discussion about which one is properly called the Cempasúchil. You know, I'm not even about that. I don't even know all the botanical details, but I do know these are bright and beautiful and cheerful and fun to paint. So that's what we're focusing on. Anyway, so now that we've switched to the smaller brush, we're just getting towards the center. I am using the darker colors and gradually, I'm drying because I didn't want it to kind of really bleed into each other. And then I'm just filling in the center and making the strokes smaller and kind of like more closer together. And then once I've done that, we're going to take a fine liner. This is a Molotow fine liner 0.5. And I know first of all, I didn't even use my brush pen at the beginning like I have been. And now I'm not even using a brush pen at all. Who am I? So what I'm doing, and you can do whatever makes your heart happy, but what I'm doing is just making some marks. I'm not going over each petal, and I'm not trying to be like super perfect about it. I'm actually trying to intentionally be looser with my marks. And you really can't see any of those marks, can you? Okay, well, you can kind of see when I move my hand. You can kind of see what is happening, but not really. Well, I mean, you can kind of see what I've already, there you go. So you can kind of see it. So basically, that's all I do. I just go around and like I said, I do not go around each and every petal. I'm just more giving the impression of petals, and that's the whole tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know what you think about it. And if you try it. So here I am trying to set up my shot so it looks cute and everything, showing all the brushes I used, showing the paint colors that I used. I haven't sketched out the other side just yet because really beyond the circle, I'm not going to do the lines until the end. Although it might be fun to kind of maybe outline it first. Who knows? Maybe I'll try that next time. I really do appreciate y'all joining me today, and I hope you had fun painting with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.